Hello and welcome back to another Spider-Man 2 video. We had huge news revealed to us at the Summer Games Fest this year, and we now have the release date and a list of the different editions for the game. Before I break down all the details, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on any videos like this in the future. Let's not waste any time here. We have a release date of October 20th for Spider-Man 2, and I am so hyped for this. With our release date, they shared 3 new screenshots here, and I'm going to be breaking down each one. Starting with the cover art. This cover art is gorgeous, and you can see the updated suits for both in all of their glory. Let's focus on Miles's first. I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels this way, but I love the color shift from yellow to blue. I think the blue really makes Miles's suit pop. When I watched the reveal trailer to Spider-Man 2 back in 2021, I was unsure how I felt about the new design for Miles, but looking at it in detail in this shot, I'm really digging the detail in the arms. Not the red stripes exactly, but the extra sections in the black looks like added protection, and I like that. Moving over to Spider-Man, we already knew the color of his suit was going to be darker and more pronounced. I actually loved the more washed out look in the first one. I thought it was pretty good, but looking at it in this shot looks amazing. I love the redesign in the waist and the added white on his forearm. It's crazy to think just how much I prefer all the white in the spider suit. It was a big change, but I love it so much. Let's look at the best part of this cover art, and that is the symbiote crawling both up and down Peter's web shooter. The way it's wrapping around his arm reminds me of the symbiote from Spider-Man 3, which when it comes to the design and movement of the symbiote, I love it. It gave an aggressive, predator-like feel to it. I also love how it worked its way into Peter's web shooters and he's shooting it out. I don't know if it'll do that in the game, but I like it all the same. Let's take a look at the next screenshot, and that is the webheads fighting Craven and his goons. I love the design of Craven. It pays homage to the original design, but modernizes it to its fullest potential. He looks dangerous and animalistic. I also love the designs of the weapons his goons are using. I don't know what type of technology they're using, but I'm sure we'll find out in the game. You can see the Daily Bugle sign in the background, which if you don't already know, J. Jonah Jameson is back at the Bugle to show the new kids what journalism is all about. It's always a joy to hear JJJ talk shit and lose his mind over everything that has to do with Spidey. And before we go to the next screenshot, I love all the bones Craven has incorporated in his outfit. The shoulder guard on his right and his belt buckle. I doubt it'll happen, but I would love to see him rip that skull off his belt and smash it into someone's head. I think that'd be so badass. Let's move on to the big screenshot here, and that is the full reveal of Venom. He is absolutely perfect. The tongue, the bulkiness, and the spider is absolutely perfect. He is menacing as hell, and I cannot wait to fight him. We see both spiders fighting Venom in the pouring rain. You can see some cop cars behind them as well. Maybe they're either following the trio in battle or they're on their way to the same destination that the trio is going to. The big hidden Easter egg here is the sign though. Look at the signs, people. Brian Intihar confirmed that Eddie Brock will not be Venom in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. But if you look closely at the sign, we may have some hints on who it will be. We see an Emily May Foundation sign in the background. This is a sign clearly pointing out 2 important characters in this universe, one being Aunt May, and the other being Emily Osborn, who died from the same disease that Harry has at this current time. This could be a foundation funded by Norman Osborn. Maybe he was in talks with Peter and started this thing. I'm not 100% sure, but talks have been going around already that makes a lot of sense that Norman could in fact be Venom in this universe. I can buy it 100%. Venom and the Green Goblin have always been one of the greatest foes of Spider-Man. Norman could fit in with one or the other, or it could be Harry the whole time and that'll work too. The sign has both mother figures that have died, while both of the mother's kids are fighting one another. Only time will tell with this, but I'm happy with it either way. Let's move on to the different editions we can get for the game. We of course have the standard edition, but if you pre-order the game, you will receive 3 skill points, the web grabber gadget, and 2 early unlockable suits with additional variants of the suits as well. These suits are freaking sweet. They remind me of Assassin's robes from Assassin's Creed, which is always a plus to me. I do love the older games of Assassin's Creed. Having extra color variants are interesting as well. I would assume that not only are we getting extra costumes in the game, but this shows that we will probably have different color variants of the costumes as well. We also have the Digital Deluxe Edition where we not only get the pre-order bonuses, but we also get additional photo mode items, 2 extra skill points, and 5 additional suits for each webhead. I'm going to be honest with you right now, I'm not really a fan of any of these suits. There are a couple that are interesting, but I'll have to actually use the suits in the game to make my final judgment. The 25th Century suit looks pretty cool, and the Tokusatsu suit is pretty dope as well. It reminds me of a Power Ranger. But now, it's time for the sexiest pre-order of the game, and that's the Collector's Edition. You get everything from the other editions, but you also get an exclusive steelbook and a 19-inch statue. 19 inches. Holy hell. Peter and Miles are fighting a big-ass Venom, and I can only hope he gets that big in the actual game. I'm so excited for this, and I'm going to try everything in my power to get this thing. So far, it's only available on the PlayStation website, but there is a possibility it could be sold at retailers as well. We'll just have to wait and see on the 16th. I'm not going to risk the wait, though. I need this thing, or I will die. Enough said. And there you have it, guys. That is all the screenshots and editions of the game you can get on October 20th. What edition do you plan on getting, and how excited are you to fight Venom? Let me know down in the comments who you think Venom is, and be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And until next time, take it easy, bubs.